This is my uh, some things came to me, and this is just for the benefit of those that may not know about this, but it is important because I remembered it, and so I shared it with a guy that I met here at the Gospel Mission. His name is Jack. Like a lot of people on the planet, particularly here in America where I grew up, went through a lot of hell, hell realm, as a result of, all the above. And so, those that know what the Schumann resonance is, it's basically a map, a readout, if you will, of how's the planet doing. Okay, so if you go look at the Schumann resonance, you'll notice that the background where it's blue, that means calm. Okay, the energy's calm. They're calm. Their state of being, their state of consciousness. Okay, their energy field. So you can quantify that. Okay, that's called mapping the field, mapping the terrain of how are they doing. Well, that blue is the map. Okay, so that means when you look at that, wow, mostly blue. Then you'll see green. Okay, now you can obviously quantitatively and qualitatively map that and then assess how's humanity doing down there. And the green is healing energies. And then you'll notice the white, okay, like light, and those are the upgrades. Okay, so you can see that that's coming down. So when you sort of begin to realize, because I got the information through somebody else that is an information giver who runs a high-speed Merkaba, which is Patty Broussard, means that I was getting the information at the moment I was supposed to get it so that I could use that same information to help others so they become aware of it. All right. And one of that is that sort of realizing where we're at in the spin around the galaxy, because we travel as a group, right? That we're heading into, if you will, a higher vibrational field, which means the incoming energies are going to be higher. Okay, so that would help explain what? The upgrades. Why? To handle them. Okay, right? So that those are frequency changes. Okay, to account for, okay, the higher vibrational fields that people are going to be experiencing. And so another piece of evidence to that was realizing through the Speak Project with Kim's team, a gal from Denmark, as I remember, was sort of giving an update on stuff that she was aware of. These people tell you the truth. Okay, and she had mentioned that 40,000 people had died in Fiji, okay, as a result of experiencing higher vibrational energies. Okay, apparently had heart attacks. Okay, and yeah, okay, even myself, okay, I'm almost 70 years of age. I'll be 70 this year. And I've always had a strong, powerful heart. I've never, ever had any heart problems. I've always just been in like 4-year-old mode most of my life, right? Because just ready to climb a mountain any day or go out and surf a big wave. But I had felt palpitations in my own heart, okay? But a lot of that is due to stress, plus the fact that you're inside of a concrete building with Wi-Fi and just an enormous amount of low density waves that are in here. So keeping myself tuned into a state of peace, I can do that. But what it means is as soon as I walk outside, bang, it's just like going from a peanut to a basketball. Okay. Shh. Now you can release all your energy and feel better, right? Now you're in a bigger field, a bigger energy field, higher frequency energy field, right? So I thought that that was important to know, so that you understand that as positive changes unfold here, they're going to get more positive. The energy is going to get more positive. And I don't know that I've mentioned this before. But Patty mentioned to us, I guess it was on one of her interviews that she had done on a show. It's You can find it actually on the Radiation Graphics. What is it? Facebook Radiation Graphics group, and you'll see a video there with, I believe her name was Alice, along with Karen Ann Luke McDonald, which is my clan mother, White Bear Clan, and Patty Broussard, which is Micmac tribe. She's a shaman, and she had mentioned that she was going to be here for the duration, and I would expect Patty probably would do that. Okay, but she mentioned that it was going to be shut down. That by September of this year, um, people getting moved. Okay, to other places, other planets, other classrooms. Okay. Um, so for those that are already ascended beings, like having a tether, which are your uplinks and your downlinks, right? So it's like going home, So it's just like I got to sit down with my goddess and go, okay, where you want to go next? So it's just like I need a timeout. How about Hansel and Gretel? Let me go spend some time with a spiritual warrior in a forest with her, and we can hang out and make love forever. How's that? Okay. No, we could do that for a little bit. One of the most beautiful things about being in an infinite universe, running on infinite unconditional love, is you realize that you've got infinite experiences. Remember, if you go back to my videos, I talked about writing books. All those stories are there because I love to sit around a campfire and tell bear stories out in the middle of the wilderness somewhere in bear country with real bears, real eagles, real hawks, and all the rest of it, right? Getting woken up in the morning, hearing songbirds tweet, tweet, tweet. Right. Yeah. That's Mother Earth, man. We want to be out there with everything that is alive, reminding you of nature, reminding that you have a relationship with the energy in the planet, which is a big battery. Right? Yeah. So this is why, for me, was why I wanted to go to the Redwoods to sort of talk with her and say, okay, where do you want to go next? What do you want to do? It's always going to be, as I mentioned before, going forward, a higher pathway, growing more light, growing more light, growing more light, growing more light, and learning more and learning more and learning more and learning more, so that the amount of what it is that you are aware of that you can process as information from which you've learned from is exactly what she is. Look at how much stuff she has to run. Okay. She runs a planet ship. Okay. That's a lot of information. That's a lot of intelligence. Okay. And that's a lot of creativity. So that's a goddess. That's a girl. That's the kind of energy I love to hang out with. It's powerful spiritual warriors that are girls. Right? And that's what she is.
Guys, can I?
So that's the direction.
Can I?
See? Same pathway.